James Russell, who played Logan. Stephen Knowles, he was our makeup guy. He did the scar. And Kevin, he was our sound mixer. So this is just a small portion of the 48-hour team that I had. But without these guys and the rest of my team, things could have fell apart very easily doing these locations. With me, with writing, I have a hard time keeping stories short because I love fleshing out characters and locations and telling a story and things like that. So doing it in seven minutes, roughly 7 pages, was something new for me, and I was very excited to accomplish that and tell a story, location to location, rather than one location due to the time constraints. And like I said, it could have very well backfired had I not had such an amazing team that was with me every step of the way, up almost the entire 48 hours, making it happen and going location to location. We had roughly 8 locations in the film, and we did it all in one day.
And used them all.
The rest was dedicated to editing and all that good stuff.
Who else has a question for our filmmaker? Anybody have a comment? Anybody have a suggestion? Are you all afraid to start saying mean things about your movie?
Yeah, question right
Oh, right here. There you go.
Onitra?
Hi, Onitra.
Hi. I give it 2 thumbs up.
Thank you.
I have a question. Where did you get the ideas for the story? I know you read a lot of romance novels, so.
Absolutely. Well, it probably all started with my son. He was he's 8 months now, and he was 3 months when this was going on, 3-4 months. And so I wanted to put him in the film. So knowing I had romance and the actors that I had, it kind of grew from there to having this couple starting out young, showing young love, and then them growing old together. I like, give my characters flaws and things like that, and the actress, Beverly Sartain, who played Teresa, kind of spoke with her, and she opened up to me about her past relationships and stuff, and had a really good boundary with that, and I know she kind of had some issues with past relationships. So, and she didn't mind going to that place of hurt. So I was able to incorporate that into the story too, with her character being screwed over by guy after guy, and then and she got the scar from him. Also too, I've been in the dating scene, of course, and women I spoke with on dates and stuff have told me that they've been in relationships longer than they should have, or been in abusive ones. So I kind of wanted to show that too, that it's never too late to get out, which Teresa in the film did, and that there is that one person for you that's going to treat you better than what you're used to. Don't settle for some jerk. There's always somebody out there better. So Logan, played by James Russell, portrayed that fantastically. So the reason why I said my son originally, because it was going to be a little bit darker, kind of more of like Nicholas Sparks kind of style, where the ending somebody dies in a lot of them or something like that. So what I was going to do, and as my son, so I didn't have the job. I felt bad. Everybody else around me was like, "Oh, I can't believe you're going to do that." But I was going to have my son be in there, and then they were going to have the baby pass away, and that was going to be they're coping, and it kind of tied into the counseling scene, and we ended up going a different direction, and I'm glad we did. But that's why that counseling scene was there, because it was going to show this couple getting through this tragedy of losing their baby and growing old together. But to keep it more lighthearted, and some of my fellow filmmakers on the project pointed out, maybe doing something different with the baby scene, and I'm glad we did.
Awesome. Anyone else? Oh, right there.
I'm Matthew. I'm a film student.
I'm Matthew. I'm a film student. Your name. Is that a family name? Just Matthew. Just Matthew. What's your arbitrary rating, Matthew?
I give it 2 milkshakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
You got a lot of very landmark locations, especially being the station. What was the process of getting those locations? Did you have to go through permits and that kind of thing? It was open in 48 hours, so I assume it would have been difficult.
Absolutely. Yeah, so with locations, a lot of them I've either filmed at before or I'm familiar with, like Washington Park. Love it. It's beautiful. It's public. So you know you can film there. Also too at the kickoff event there was the film commissioner guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but he was issuing permits out if anybody needed them for locations such as parks and things like that. So you had something to show. So there was that assurance as well. Something outside of the 48 hour doing it, you know, location on your own. Union Station, for example, was contacting their marketing rep and you know, explaining the situation. It's funny, we almost didn't even get Union Station because they're going through all the remodeling down there. So I was very grateful to get in, and the reason why I got in, she was very reluctant. It's like, there's construction, you sure you want to do this, and things like that. A previous project of mine in the past, when I had started out filmmaking, was going to be filmed at Union Station, so I kind of built a small relationship with this marketing agent at Union Station. So with beautiful Scar, she didn't remember me, and I sent her the information. She's like, "Oh, we see what you do." Sent her the information. She's like, "Oh, your name looks familiar. I remember you were filming here in the past, and I'm so glad to see you're still making films and out there doing it. You know, by all means, come film with us." Now, it wasn't insured, so we weren't able to get onto like the top levels and things like that, which I would have loved to get some cool shots. So we were stayed down at the bottom, and we made it work. So that was probably the biggest landmark location in the film was that, and then the rest was, you know, a fellow team member's house in Washington Park. So yeah, ask. All they can say is no, and it never hurts to ask, and you'll be amazed what you get sometimes.
Awesome. Oh, one more right here.
All right. Hi, I'm Nathan.
Hey.
I'll give you 2 facial scars straight up or whatever.
Yeah.
I like it.
No, it's being the 48, I did a 48 too, and it's just, you know, what was your biggest hurdle in all that? Like, what was your biggest speed bump? And, you know, that you would probably, if you do it next year, you know, you would do differently, or what lessons, I guess, did you learn?
Absolutely, that's a very good question. Yeah, I think about that all the time, and the one that sticks out, like the sort of thing to me the most, was the initial, getting everybody together was fairly easy, you know, the sound mixer and the director of photography and actors and such. Where it really fell apart was during the writing process. So I got the genre, and the idea was to have everybody involved meet at somebody's house, you know, which they did. So I got everybody together right after the kickoff, and the goal was to have them improv and, you know, do sample scripts, and I sent them some sample scripts, you know, to kind of act with each other and get familiar, and utilize this time while I was writing the script. Well, you know, there's issues with writing the script where, you know, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, and so things were starting to get a little out of hand, and there was a little impatience going on while waiting for me to write the script, and so that kind of backfired, and one of the actresses ended up leaving because it didn't have. She was going to get a role, but I didn't get it written quick enough for her, and she didn't want to wait around any longer. So there was a lot of tension there that I didn't want to happen. So if I could, and the script didn't get finally done until about 2, 3 in the morning, and a lot of actors were, you know, wanting to leave, and so I got on the speakerphone with them, like, "Hang in there, guys. I'm sorry it's taking a little bit longer. You need to leave. You know, we'll come back in the morning and get you the script out right away." So yeah, I didn't get finally written until like 2, 3 in the morning, and then those who did stay and hang around, we brainstormed, and that's where a lot of the really good ideas started to happen, new ideas that contribute to the film. So for next time, in the next 48 hours, you know, sending everybody home and write the script first, and then just send it out, and avoid that. You know, get the script in everybody's hand, and then us meet up, do some rehearsals, then get out to the filming to avoid everybody trying to utilize time, just, you know, getting awkward, not knowing what to do while they're waiting.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, so here's your free filmmaker tip of the day. Sleep. So, if you have a movie you're shooting and you have kind of a